Alright, so now that we're zoomed in and you have a better view of the uke, my beautiful fingers, and the strings, let's go ahead and talk about the chords that we need for this song. As always, I will have a visual representation of where you need to put your fingers on the uke for each chord. I just feel like it helps a lot when you can visually see, and then also have me talk you through in detail of where to put your fingers. It's just like a double whammy. So let's go ahead and talk about the first chord that we need, which is the A minor chord. And how we're going to play this one is you're going to take your middle finger and you're going to place your middle finger on the 4th string, 2nd fret. So it should look like this, and it should sound like this. The next chord that we need is the C chord, and how we're going to play this one is you're going to take your ring finger and you're going to place your ring finger on the 1st string, 3rd fret, so it should look like this, and it should sound like this. The next chord that we need is the D chord, and how we're going to play this one is you're going to take your pointer finger and you're going to place your pointer finger on the 4th string, 2nd fret. Then you're going to take your middle finger and place it on the 3rd string, 2nd fret. And then you're going to take your ring finger and place it on the 2nd string, 2nd fret. So your fingers are occupying the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd string on the 2nd fret. But if your fingers are a little bit thick with 2 C's just like mine, and you feel like your fingers are cramped on the fretboard, you can do this and it will make it have a little bit more room to breathe your fingers. You can just put your middle finger on the 2nd string, 2nd fret, and then take your pointer finger and go over both the 4th and 3rd string on the 2nd fret. So you kind of do like that, and for me it's just more comfortable and produces a clearer sound, especially when I'm going between chords. But if you feel more comfortable having all 3 fingers on the fretboard, totally get it, totally understand. But if you're like, you know what, my fingers feel cramped, this is definitely an alternative and actually how I play the D chord. And last but not least is the G chord, and how we're going to play this one is you're going to take your pointer finger and place your pointer finger on the 3rd string, 2nd fret. Then you're going to take your middle finger and place it on the 1st string, 2nd fret. And finally, you're going to take your ring finger and place it on the 2nd string, 3rd fret. So it should look like this, and it should sound like this. And there you have it. Alright, so those are all 4 chords that we need for this song. As always, if we do need a little bit more extra time, make sure to press the pause button right now, rewind to whatever section or chord that you need a little bit more time on, and then as soon as the chords sound crisp and clear, press play, and now let's talk about the chord progression they're going to use throughout the entire song, coming up next. Alright, so we just talked about the chords. Now let's go ahead and talk about the chord progressions that we're going to use throughout the entire song. And the chord progression is just the sequence of chords that we're going to play in the song. So I'm going to put the chord progression on screen. So the chord progression is just going to go A minor, then C, then G, and then D. So again, it's just going to be A minor, C, G, and then D. And then you go back to A minor and just keep on doing it. Again, it's A minor, C, G, and D. And that is the entire structure of the song for the chords. And as soon as you just play that on loop, you have basically the entire chords down for the entire song. So now let's go ahead and talk about how we're going to play the song with the strumming coming up next. Alright, so we learned the chords and the chord progression. Now let's talk about how we're going to play the song with the strumming. As always, I will teach you a few different ways you can play this song. The first way is going to be for the true beginner who's like, Ricky, I just started playing a week ago, yesterday, an hour ago. I ain't got time for strumming. Literally, I just don't. I'm learning the chords, just don't. I got you. So the first way is going to be for the true beginner who's like, we ain't do strumming. It's just going to be a simple down strum. So you're gonna strum all 4 strings with your thumb, and you're gonna strum down whenever you see a new chord change. And again, you're just gonna strum all 4 strings down. So A minor, then C, then G, and then D. So that's the chord progression, and you're just gonna strum down, and it's gonna sound absolutely amazing. The second way that we can play this song is going to be with an actual strumming pattern, and that strumming pattern is just going to be a down, up, down. So you're gonna do that again. I have the A minor chord down. So again, it's just going to be a down, up, down. So you're gonna do that once for every chord. So A minor, and then go to C, then G, and then D. So again, you're just gonna do a down, up, down strumming pattern for once for every chord, and it's gonna sound really awesome. And the third and final way that we can play this song, and actually how I played it in the full ukulele play along video, again, that will be down in the description below. Make sure you go to check out that video. But this is going to be with a strumming pattern with a chuck. And if you're like,
Ricky, who is Chuck? We haven't met him yet.
well, a chuck is just going to be a way that you can strum and add a little bit more spice and flair into your strumming, which is gonna sound like this. That is a chuck. So if you're like, I wanna learn how to do that, again, I have a dedicated 5-minute video on how to chuck. I'll leave it in the description up here, also in the description down below. It's a 5-minute or less video, and I guarantee you, you will learn how to chuck and add more spice into your strumming. That will be all down below. But if you're like,
Ricky, we already know how to chuck. Just show us how to do the dang strumming pattern.
I got you, and also don't yell at me, that's rude. So we're gonna start off with the A minor chord, and the strumming with the chuck is going to be a down, up chuck. So let's do that one more time. A minor chord down in 3, 2, 1. So let's do that again in 3, 2, 1. So you're gonna do that strumming pattern with the chuck once for every chord. So let's go ahead and do the chord progression with the strumming with the chuck in 3, 2, 1. And that is how it's gonna be with the strumming with the chuck. But again, you can just do the down strum, the down, up, down, or just the single down strum. So you can choose which any of those 3 you feel most comfortable, or just play it however you feel internally. You're like, Ricky, I just want to do this. You can do that if you want. If that's what makes you happy, strum the way that makes you feel most happy. But if you want to strum how I did it in the ukulele play along, the strum with the chuck, or whichever way you decide how to play, just have fun with it. That's the reason why we play the uke, right? It's because it is fun. Anyways, that is how we play this song, and that's pretty much it. We learned how to play the chords, the chord progression, and the strumming for this song. Congratulations, you now know how to play Jealousy, Jealousy by Olivia Rodrigo on the good old uke. As always, if you did like this video, make sure you give it a big old thumbs up. Also, don't forget to hit that red subscribe button below and the bell notification to be notified every single time I upload a video right here on YouTube. Also, if you just have recently hit that red subscribe button, welcome to the Uke fam, the best Uke fam on the YouTubes, in my personal opinion. And if you're like, Ricky, please give me the details on the uke that you are playing. It looks and sounds amazing. Oh my goodness, I've never seen anything so beautiful and skinny in my life. Look at that. Dang. Well, let me tell you what this is. This is the concert-size Enya Nova U ukulele in the beautiful and hot and spicy red color. It does come in a bunch of different colors. If you look at the background right now, I have a bunch. There's the concert, and then I also have a tenor size, but they come in a bunch of awesome colors, and it is also super affordable. The concert-size Nova U is well under $100, and does come with an awesome gig bag and uke accessories. So again, link in description for this awesome uke. Highly recommend, and it is super durable, so you can take it around wherever you go. It's absolutely amazing. Again, a link will be down below. Thank you, Enya, for making such an awesome looking, sounding, and affordable ukulele. Also, links to all of my merch and socials will be down below. Everything will be at Ricky Somborn. Make sure to add me on your most used social. That is pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know your recommendations for songs or artists in the comments down below. I always love reading your comments. It just makes me happy. It fills my little heart with so much joy. Thank you so much for watching. I love ya. I hate to leave ya, but I'll see you in my next video. Bye.